Yo, before I start this video, I wanted to say that there is a $50 emblem giveaway that I am doing right now. The link is in the description. All you gotta do is click it and verify that you're a subscriber on here, and there's a couple other ways to get extra entries to give you a better chance of winning the emblem. If you guys are interested, simply go to the description, click the link, boom, 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 good job. Anyway, I will see you later. Peace. So you want to beat Heroic Menagerie flawless. Well, I have a couple of tips for you. I really think it's important that for your loadout you wear an Emperor's Blaze Bond, Mark, or Cloak. This will give you a 25% damage buff to all solar abilities. Now that does stack inside of the well. I also would recommend the perk Striking Hand from Year 1 Leviathan. Same with Emperor's Blaze, it is also from Year 1 Leviathan. Striking Hand allows it so when you get a melee kill, you get 20% extra damage buff. On top of that, I would say if you're a warlock running the middle tree well, make sure you are punching enemies to give you an empowered buff, which gives you and your teammates around you an extra damage buff on top of that. So you can stack Tractor, Empowered, Striking Hand, and Emperor's Blaze all in one. And it does a lot of damage. Go in there with a team full of warlocks with one middle tree void titan. The second thing I want to say is make sure somebody has Tractor Cannon, and make sure the rest of your team has either Swarmer the Raven with spike grenades, or Wings Maul with spike grenades, or a Mountaintop. All of these weapons make this tremendously easier, as when you get to the boss you will definitely see this. Now the first thing up is the lamp lighting, and it's pretty straightforward. Just make sure to drop a well, make sure to kill all the ads, make sure to kill the bosses, drop it in, easy, lamp lighting done. Second encounter is the Gauntlet. I actually do have a couple of tips here. The first tip is to roast the first boss as quickly as possible. Somebody place a well with a Tractor Cannon in the front of the boss, in front of the boss, and Tractor Cannon in, pull out your second grenade launcher, shoot like crazy. The rest of the team should be using grenade launchers in another well, and that's easy. When you're in the Gauntlet, when you reach the third ring, there is actually a cheese that you can do, which I highly recommend for somebody who may be struggling to get through the damage phase on the boss, to jump back through the third ring. It has to be the final ring before the finish line. When you jump through it and it resets your time, if you turn around and jump backwards through it, it actually makes your timer go away. When you jump through it again, of course, you can get to the finish line, and the easy way to get through the finish line is to pull out a grenade launcher and shoot over the finish line. That will cause, for some reason, the game to give you a bunch of clears through the Gauntlet to the point where you max out your stuff, and you just let the time run out from there, and then on to the crystals. Now, in my footage, we actually ended at the crystals, so if you have to keep going, I would just say stay alive in the next encounters, but at the crystals, it's pretty straightforward. You're just going to pull out whatever you're using to kill the harpies as fast as possible. You're going to pick up the craniums, shoot the crystals on the side of the walls. Once you're done blowing up the crystals, a boss will spawn. Somebody with a Tractor Cannon once again should shoot the boss with it, while the rest of the team pulls out grenade launchers and starts roasting the boss. This should allow you to have plenty of time to go into round 2. Now when you're in round 2, make sure you sit on the top balcony and drop wells with Lunafactions or Phoenix Protocol or whatever you're using. Make sure to roast ads, grab craniums, shoot crystals, stay alive. It is very important that you stay alive. Now finally, after 2 rounds of doing that, there is one final boss, and this boss is going to take a lot more, so just be sure to Tractor Cannon again, grenade launcher again, and stay alive. It can get a little bit hectic in there, but just know that you have all the right stuff for the fight. Finally, after you've completed those 2 runs, you should be on to the boss. Like I said before, if you didn't get to the boss after 2, just keep going and keep doing the objectives at hand. The mockery is simple, just kill some wizards, dunk the balls in there, and you should be close enough that you can go to the boss right after. Once you are at the boss though, this is where the flawless actually comes in. You can die before this and still get the flawless triumph. However, when you're at the boss, you have to go completely flawless. So this is where it gets kind of tricky. The number one thing that you need to do is have somebody with a well drop it on the first harpy. On the left side. The harpies allow for you to do damage once they're killed. They have a little radius that they drop where you can actually do damage to the boss. You're going to throw a grenade, a solar grenade at the boss, because the boss actually has solar shields. If the whole team throws solar nades at the boss, it will break the shield pretty fast. You're then going to shoot grenade launcher like crazy, and then if you were the person applying a tractor buff, and I was on my team, you were going to pull out a tractor cannon, you were going to shoot the boss and run away and make sure you do not get hit by the walls. It can get really tricky and things can go south very fast. You might be able to one phase it with this if you're using the Void Titan middle tree while the rest of your team is shooting and you have a tractor cannon applied with Swarm of the Raven or Wings Maul and Mountaintop with spike grenades, of course. This is the best strategy to take down the boss's health as fast as possible. In our group, we actually had to do 2 phases, but it was very straightforward. We ran to the back right corner, dropped a well, we shot some adds, and then we placed another well down right on another harpy. Same thing, rinse and repeat. It was an easy 2-phase, and boom, like that, we got the flawless. So I wish you guys the best of luck with this. I know it can get a little bit tricky, but just remember your loadouts are important. That is the end of the video. If you do like what you see here, a like would be very much appreciated. I'll be making a guide on these every single week, and a subscription would be extra nice. If you guys don't know, I do stream over there on Twitch Monday through Friday currently. My schedule has been very, very good this summer, but anyway, that is all for me, and goodbye.